You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, General Hospital fans, I have got your early weekly spoilers for March 10th through the 14th. Jason is getting pretty aggressive. BLQ is outed and Carly is plotting. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. I can't wait to take you through what's ahead. If you're not already following us, please click that subscribe button. And as we always do on early edition day, we start with what is coming the rest of this week to get you ready for next week. Wednesday, March 5th, we have got Lois needing desperately to cover her tracks. Obviously, it's about BLQ, the adoption secrets, all of that, and things are about to get really messy because of what Lulu did. And of course, she was in the hotel room of Martin Gray looking for info about Valentine and Charlotte, but instead she struck pay dirt. And even though Dante just told her that Brook Lynn is dealing with infertility stuff, she's going to go hard at her, and that puts Lois in the line of fire. Speaking of, Lulu goes to see Cody on Wednesday, and if I had to guess, because she knows when the kid was born and who it is and everything, she may be questioning Cody about back when he and BLQ and Dante were teenagers. And of course, Cody knows about the pregnancy and knows the baby went up for adoption. He knows what BLQ knows, which is just a little. And I think Lulu's going to try to shake information out of him. And I wonder if he is going to hesitate. I wonder if she'll tell him. If she does, at least he can give Brook Lynn a heads up. Meanwhile, Anna confides to Felicia. There's so many things to talk about, you know, her wanting Emma to take this position at deception. There's the Cyrus stuff, the Jason stuff, the Sidwell stuff. There's so much stuff. Also, Carly and Jack are out on a date and somebody interrupts them. If I'm just throwing it out there, I would have to guess that it is Drew maybe lashing out at her for threatening Willow when she said she was going to move in with him. Jack also tells Carly that there's something else going on, but I can't imagine that whatever that's about, that it's going to be him telling her the truth about what has gone on with Cyrus and Jocelyn and her being in training and all that good stuff. Portia has been threatened by Drew, and she is going to go talk to someone who knows about it, and that's going to be Ava. She's going to run to her, and I wonder if she's going to tell her that, you know, Brad must have spilled the beans. They had this conversation before where Ava basically said, you know, I know what you did and I understand you did it to protect Trina. Good for you. Ava's all about it. She's fine. She's a very good person to talk to about this. And she's going to tell her that she needs her help to fix it, or else Portia's scared that her life and her career is completely over. Meanwhile, Rocco is really mad at Danny Morgan because Rocco got another message from his sister Charlotte about what's going on, where she is, all that. Rocco told Danny, Danny told Jason, and he's furious, saying he had no right to tell his dad. Now, I don't know if he's worried they're going to run more or what. Meanwhile, Jason tells someone that if something comes up, he'll be ready to go. It has to be about finding Charlotte. And Maxie is busy trying to stop Martin from going into his hotel room on Wednesday so he won't catch Lulu snooping, but we know she gets away with it because she goes to see Cody. Then on Thursday, March 6th, Willow is being nice and friendly with Isaiah. I mean, she needs friends right now because she's kind of persona non grata for her involvement with Drew. And Sunny is arguing with Tracy. You know, those two don't like each other, never have, never will. Interested to see the topic, though. And Sidwell summons Alexis out to Spoon Island. And I wonder if he wants her to do some legal work for him, like drawing up that deception contract, or maybe it is some kind of document for him and Sasha. So, you know, some kind of non-disclosure agreement that she signs, and then he's going to pay her buku bucks. And Lulu considers, what's her next move? What's she going to do? Because we know she's not going to sit on this secret that Dante and BLQ have a kid. She's not going to. She probably should, but she's not going to. And Elizabeth meets with Drew. And I wonder if he is going to drop some hints to her about what he knows about Portia. You know, they were lovers at one point. It's been a minute, and it wasn't when he was in the role. Friday, March 7th, Jordan and Isaiah, their little romance is heating up, but they're having to keep it off the radar because of her little plot with against Sidwell, trying to romance him and figure out what's going on with him. And Ned and Lois have a disagreement. I wonder if I still am wondering if he knew BLQ was pregnant and that the baby went up for adoption and that was like the end of his knowledge. If so, BLQ doesn't know that her dad knows. But it makes sense that Lois would have told him. You know, they're very open about stuff. And Carly has got to make a big decision. And I'm guessing it's about Willow. You know, go fight over, you know, on Michael's behalf in court, go back to Germany and tell Michael about it. Emma is worried about her grandma, Anna. And we also have Brook Lynn Quartermaine in the hot seat. And I'm guessing that on Friday is when Lulu comes at her about having Dante's kid. The following week, March 10th through 14th, Lulu is still desperate to track down Valentine so she can get Charlotte back. And I wonder if Rocco is going to, by then, have told her that he's heard from Charlotte, he knows where she is, you know. And Charlotte may have sworn him to secrecy because she doesn't want her dad shot at again. So we'll see. Jason knows, and I wonder if he's going to let Lulu know and take her with him, or if he's just going to go and try to bring her home because, you know, he's a big one to go out, get into danger to save people. And of course, you know, there's more fallout because Lulu got more than she bargained for when she found Martin's notes on his meeting with Lois that revealed Dante is Gio's father. And, you know, she is not going to be caught out, but I think based on the confrontation that he is going to know what she did, and he's going to remember Maxie trying to keep him out of the room, and he may come and have some things to say, but that is, you know, his niece, so he's probably going to let it slide in the end. Meanwhile, Lois is absolutely worried sick about everything being out because Lulu is spilling beans, and you know, at this point, other than it making Chase a little uncomfortable, I mean, Gio and Brook Lynn and Dante, they should know by now. The kid's grown. He doesn't have any parents. Brook Lynn and Dante aren't involved now. There's no reason not to come clean, and it is coming out. And, you know, Dante thinks nothing came of the fling, but then Cody was saying, well, maybe what if something did come of it? And I wonder if he was trying to press Dante to do the mental math or something like that. Sidwell keeps pushing his agenda forward. We'll see more on he and Sasha and their deal. And Willow is moving forward with her plan to move in with Drew. And obviously her mom, Nina, and Carly are plotting together. And I wonder if Nina is finally going to break down and just tell her she slept with Drew, because that might be the one thing to keep her out from under his roof. Portia is in major, major trouble because Brad betrayed her and he came clean to Lucas about it. And of course, Lucas has completely dumped him now, which opens the door to the mystery man who has been teased as Lucas's new love interest. Also, Lucky should be packed out of the hospital very soon, and I do wonder if Elizabeth is going to invite him to come home to finish recuperating. You know, she was so happy he woke up, gave him a big old kiss. And by the way, Chad Duell, who played Michael Corinthos, got a big role in a play that's going to debut in LA, but then is supposed to be headed to an off-Broadway run. So it looks like he is moving on. Maybe we're going to get a recast Michael after all.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.